Good morning and welcome to Edale, where I'm starting today's little trek. As you've seen, we're heading up Kinder Scout via Grindsbrook Clough, and then I'm hoping to head round to the downfall, Kinder Downfall, to the trig point, and then back down Jacob's Ladder. That doesn't have a nice shadow in it, does it? So off we set out of the car park in the direction of Grindsbrook Clough. So decent train links here if you fancy coming on the train using public transport. And a rambler inn if you just want a beer after your walk. There's also of course the Nag's Head up ahead, which we will pass, and views up onto the top of Kinder. Just passing the church, which is looking grand in the morning sun. Edale Parish Church. So we have a post office, a general store, a cafe. If all goes to plan, I should come out of this way. This, by the way, is where the Pennine Way starts. And a very handy old Meg's pub. We go through here, heading towards Grindsbrook Clough. Right, this is where we leave the public driveway, the private driveway, and head down towards the bridge over the river down here. There's been quite a bit of snow recently. It's all pretty much disappeared now, but I'm hoping that should mean there's a bit of water flowing. I'll allow that. And that Kinder Downfall should be overflowing. There should be quite a bit of water flowing over it, so we're going to go and have a look at that. But for now, it's up the steps. So don't fall up them. And round when you get to the top of the views that open up. And here we go then, the path heading towards Grindsbrook Clough. Several layers off already. I've not even started the climb yet. It's quite warm. I mean, there's a cool chill in the air, but as soon as you start moving, it's beautiful. This is all the water that's running off Grindsbrook Clough. Just past the old lady back there with the dog. A bit more fast flowing water for you. So it is a fantastic little climb up. And I haven't even started the scrambly bit yet. Probably one of my favourite climbs up to do in the Peak District. One of my favourite walks for a 10-mile walk, to be fair. There's several around Kinder. There's several around the Peak District, let's be honest. But yeah, I love the little scramble up the rocks coming up. Here we go then. The boulder scrambles. Big steps. Lovely. Plot your route wisely. Somebody right on the top of there, just about there. We're closing in on the tower at the top there. Quaint little falls like that. Splendid view back down. We're not at the top yet, of course, but we're not that far off now. If you can, at the top of Grindsbrook Clough, or Grindsbrook I suppose if you prefer. There's a couple of people sat on the rocks over that side, so I'm going to nip over to them ones over that side and have a look around before heading off that kind of direction. There's a path somewhere. Right, so let's pop up over to them rocks and have a sit down. There we go then. That's where I've just come. There's a family just down here that passed on the way. I'm not sure if you'll make them out with the light, the way the sun's glaring. Back down the valley, there's Hill and Win Hill in the distance. Wind slight to the left, hard to see, moves to the right. Got someone walking along the edge over this way. They're all in dark colours though, so again you probably won't make them out. And we're going to head off that way. Can't turn around and walk, we're just stood on a rock. There we go. That lone pillar I could see from down the bottom. And I say this every time I'm here, I've never been up to the top of that bit, and I've forgotten what it's called because I haven't got the map in my hand. It's not on today's list, but I've got to do it because again the views must be awesome down there. Still a little bit lying around, crunch through. So lots of rock formations. I'll be honest, I don't know if this one has a name, and if so what it is. I'm just going to take in the views from up here. Look at that. The general path that people follow here goes up and carries on along the edge, but I'm going to go off into the wilderness. It is a footpath, but generally speaking you don't get many people on it. It's not very well marked, it's quite boggy. Yeah, it's quite tricky to navigate, but I've done it before and I'm quite confident in my abilities, so let's go and do it again. So I love it, I'm right in the wilderness now. Nothing but the sound of trickling water and a bit of sound from that aeroplane, which you probably won't see there, and my own feet. What I'd say though is if you're new to hiking, probably avoid this one, stick to the path that goes along the edge. But if you are confident in your ability to navigate and you don't mind the old peat bog and probably the odd stream to paddle through and whatever else, and this is a great little adventure. Now, I've just passed a chap walking with a dog going the other way, so you never see anyone across here. I've just seen someone, and he said it's pretty bad in places. He said he hasn't been up to his knees or anything daft like that, but he's gone through some fairly deep peat sections. Says you just managed to get up a bit of speed and then you have to slow right down as you drop into it. But we'll have a go while we're here and see how we fare. Still quite a well trodden sort of route. So yeah, foot in, I'll take that. That's snow again in case you wonder what the crunching was. But I'm pretty much following now this little stream, brook, if you prefer, which is pretty much where my pink line sends me. Yeah, 6.3 miles left to do on the walk today according to the watch, if you saw that bit. But yeah, just a bit tricky navigating again. I don't know if there's a path up at the side of this or not. Well, we've got one over the other side, look. So yeah, zigzagging through the snow and whatever else. Now this, which I've just joined up with and should be following for a bit, that was a deep bit, should lead all the way to Kinder Downfall. So there's quite a bit of water going over here. There's not much breeze because Kinder Downfall is one of them that blows back over itself, but I don't imagine that's going to be happening because it is a very gentle breeze. A few bags of something going on. Don't know what it is. That's quite soft, that. It's not rocks or slabs or anything like that. This can often be a bit that gets you. It's quite firm, that. Don't speak too soon, but yeah. Quite acceptable. That bit wasn't. Nearly went there. Thankfully most of that was snow, to be fair, so no wet legs. I don't think that looks like I'm going to sink. It's certainly an adventure coming this way. What's that one called? Mermaid's Pool, I think it is. Cracking views way into Manchester there, isn't it? And all around. Not much that way because you get blinded. I'm heading that way, I can't see a thing. Just a quick taking of the views again as we get further along. Awesome. This is the first video I've done for a while. Since Hadrian's Wall last September, actually. It's now January. It's not that I haven't been out, but I've been coming out with some of my friends, some of the lads. They've got into it eventually. So since I've had company, I haven't really bothered filming hikes. But yeah, got a nice little day to myself today. With the weather like this, I couldn't resist. Hopefully I'll get a few more in before the summer. And hopefully this summer there'll be a few more tougher adventures. Tempted with Cumbria Way or Cotswold Way, or both, who knows. And last year, you may remember we did the National Three Peaks, if you're an avid follower or you've seen my video. And at the end of that Three Peaks I said, never again. Well, one of the lads that did it with us last year and finished just outside the 24 hours wants to get his time inside 24 hours. And despite saying never again, I mean, they need a professional to guide them. So I may be looking at the Three Peaks again. Whether I'll film it or not this time. Maybe I'll film it again and make a better video and get rid of the old one, who knows. Oops, that might have been a change in there. The sun's disappeared behind the rocks for a second. But yes, on the way now towards Edale. So yeah, Cumbria Way or Cotswold Way I think this year for certain. Probably with a backpack on. I haven't done a backpacking one since West Highland Way the year before last. So yeah, looking forward to getting the backpack on. It'll be a case of drop on it when the weather's nice, I should think, like I did with West Highland Way. Oh, wasn't ready for it yet. There's the trig point. So yeah, there's the summer plans, or potential summer plans. Nothing's set in stone yet at all. It never is. Got a folk around, so I won't stop and chat too much. I may not even go and touch it today, which I normally do. I'll just touch the rock instead. I hope something against someone's photo, sorry. It's near enough today, isn't it? Couldn't resist. Cracking views. A couple of young lads just stopped me and asked if I knew what that rock formation was called. Truth is I don't, but I got the map out for them and apparently that's Edale rocks. So there you go, you learn something new every day. I was just stood on them admiring the view. Tricky little snowy section just as we drop down onto Jacob's Ladder. Hey, slippery as well, look. But not all that bad, let's be honest. Right, the top end of Jacob's Ladder then. So obviously for quite a while now we have been on the Pennine Way. And this is where it basically starts. So if you do the Pennine Way south to north, which is the most common way, you'll be walking up this. One day, Pennine Way is not on my list just yet, but I'd like to do it. Oh, you're joking. That is the lady that I passed going up Grindsbrook Clough, the first person I passed. So obviously I've done a longer route. She's gone straight across the front edge there. But there she is. Brilliant. Well, that's such a welcome sight. See that bridge? Oh, it's certainly something to strengthen the knees. That's if it doesn't ruin them first. But yeah, glad to see the bridge and the end of these rocks, to be honest. And my lady with the dog came down the easier path. She's up the top of there. I don't know if you can just make her out. Blimey, that gate's seen better days. I don't think I'll try and shut that because it's only going to get ruined. Fantastic. The chap with the dog behind me was the bloke that I passed going over the peat bogs in the middle of Kinder. So we just stopped for a reminisce. He asked me how it was. I said, yeah, pretty much as you described, boggy, but not so bad. We made it. Oh, we're still going up this. Come on, legs, get me to the top of this. And it's all downhill. It's an owl. I've got my big camera in the back, but I don't think I've got time to get it out. I'm just dropping down the sort of last bit of footpath towards Edale then. I've got about 3/4 of a mile to go. Just under, actually 0.68 to be precise. My battery's getting quite low. I did at one point up the top leave it running. I think it was running for about 15 minutes, so my battery's a bit low. So time to say cheerio. Thanks as ever for joining me on what has been a stunning January day and a cracking walk around Kinder. Take care out there, enjoy your hiking, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.